The diplomatic world is reeling today from the news that North Korea's deputy ambassador to Britain has defected to South Korea. Tae Yong-ho is believed to be one of the highest-ranking officials to defect from North Korea, and it's likely to enrage Pyongyang, as Anne Barker reports.
Tae Hong-yo had worked at the embassy in London for around a decade. As deputy ambassador, his key role was to put North Korea in a positive light and counter its international image as a rogue nuclear state guilty of human rights abuses. In one speech at a left-wing bookshop, he'd given an impassioned speech defending the regime in Pyongyang and even accused Britain of brainwashing its people into believing shocking lies about North Korea.
If the people in this country or America knew there is a country in the world where there is a free education, free housing, free medical care, they may have second thoughts. Why not we?
So his sudden defection is all the more remarkable, given the enormous damage it now does to Pyongyang. It's understood the diplomat was due to return home soon with his family, but had secretly planned his defection for some time, according to media reports in South Korea, and quietly left in mid-July. Only now has a spokesman from South Korea's Unification Ministry, Jong Joon-hee, confirmed it publicly.
태공사는 탈북 동기에 대해서
Deputy Ambassador Tae says he's sick and tired of the Kim Jong-un regime, that he longs for South Korea's liberal democracy and that he's concerned about his children and the future.
The North Korean and his family will likely spend months in custody, where he'll undergo interrogation by South Korean officials in case he's a spy. Assuming he's not, Tae Hong-yo could represent an intelligence bonanza for security agents in Seoul.
I think he would have quite a lot of information about the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, about foreign policy, and about general government policy.
Diplomat Jim Hoare was once Britain's chargé d'affaires in Pyongyang and knew Tae Hong-yo as well as any foreign diplomat could. He says he's not totally surprised at the news.
Mr. Tae is a very sophisticated person, very well educated. He was also not quite a rebel, but he did little quirky things. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs took us on a picnic once, and Mr. Tae came wearing a Mickey Mouse tie. That was unusual in North Korean officials. They didn't do that. I would very much like to know what his motives were, whether they were to do with his personal circumstances or whether it's something more deep about the system in Pyongyang and where it was going.
Defections like this are rare, and it's likely to infuriate Pyongyang at a time when relations with the South are particularly bad, given the North's continuing nuclear missile tests and other provocations. South Korea's confirmation of the case too is interesting, given it doesn't always make such high-profile defections public, and when it does, North Korea often accuses the South of kidnapping its citizens. So far, Pyongyang is yet to comment on its lost diplomat.
Anne Barker reporting.